January 11th, 2002, Friday. 4 p.m. now. Been here at work in the box office since 12 p.m. Slow day. A lot of time to read and think. I started and have read half of Rollins's Do I Come Here Often? I'm liking it a lot so far. I read what Henry is feeling about the things he does and how it kills him because people are so fake and worthless. He hates talking to people and hates signing shit. I would love to do that. Of course I say that now. I'm sure after a week, if even that, I'd fucking hate it too. But he is Henry Rollins, the man. Fuck, I mean, he hangs with Selby. The man. Be amazing to sit down with those two cats and just talk. Selby, Rollins, and Coker. 3 generations of emotionally driven outsiders. People at work, our patrons, really get on my nerves. Do they know how stupid and childish they become just because they have to wait in line for something? Signs all over, and they still ask questions. Even if they spend 5 minutes staring at a sign, they don't comprehend it and ask stupid questions. I should get an award for Best Actor for doing the job I do. Each new customer, I act fresh and perky and nice. I say, thank you, and enjoy your show. And these people smile at me as if they deserve my respect. They say, well, thank you, as if I'm really doing them, in particular, a real service. We push fucking buttons, to quote Randall from Clerks. And not even the buttons I'd like to push. They see me in my shirt and tie, most of the time clean-shaven and suave, and they think I'm some fucking good, rich, little pure white Christian boy. Have I gone off about this before? What would they think if they knew I cussed at them behind their backs? Calling them assholes, cocksuckers, and cunts for reasons as small as standing blocking my line for 10 seconds or asking me for the time. I understand what Henry says about feeling like an alien. I always feel out of place. I don't know these people that surround me in my life, and they don't know me. And we all keep up this pretense, this false facade. Well, if you don't bother me, I won't bother you. And it's bullshit. Why should I be nice? Go out of my way to make this person, these people, feel fucking invincible. I shouldn't go out of my way to be hurtful or rude, but I shouldn't feel bad if I don't fucking feel cheery and make them happy. I should suck their cocks and let them fuck me in the ass and let them use me so they can feel better about themselves? For what? Why? Because I have a job title that should supposedly dictate my behavior? I hate it. Having to pretend to be nice to these mindless mainstream fucking sheep. It kills me. It kills a part of me each time I act for them. I'm not myself and it hurts. I have to put who I am in the back of my mind just to sell a sheep a ticket to a movie. I'm so nice to them that when I get home, I'm so emotionally drained that I feel like grabbing my parents and smashing them against the wall for asking me about my day. I just want to scream, leave me the fuck alone. I'm not only a social outsider, I'm also an outsider of my own mind at times. I treat these fucking people like royalty and smile at them, when I would really like to yell and curse them and spit blood on the glass between us. Better yet, punch through the glass and grab them and smash their faces against the wall for being so mindless. For not doing things for themselves but to keep up with the status quo of society. I don't know where my passion comes from. I seem to be the only person in my family that shows or feels any emotion. Hides emotions is more of my game, but the point is I have feelings and things to hide. No one else in my family, as far as I know, hurts when thinking about the past and the future. Am I alone and crying at night knowing that I can never have these things I love and want so badly? Relive these treasured times? Why am I the only one that feels? I know my parents love me and will do anything to help me. I know it, but I can't say I feel it. There is a difference. No one ever tells me, good job, or I love you. They don't show any interest in anything I do. Are they afraid to ask me something? Tell me they're proud? They only show they care when I fuck up or I'm close to getting in trouble for something, which is good, but rarely ever happens. I've been writing for 5 years. Do you know how many times my parents have asked to let them read my work? 0. My brother has read part of Redberg Enigma, but only because him and I read some of it out loud together. And he has read 2 or 3 of my shorter writings, but I kind of forced him. Even though my brother shows interest in my videos I made and, my talent in writing, I feel he's only using it to show off himself to other people, showing off that his brother's talented. Did you understand? He tells this to others, but rarely to me. I came home and just sat down before I started writing all this. There was no dinner left because no one knew I was going to be home. I feel so drained around them. They're so caught up in useless shit it makes me feel weird. It makes them happy, so I'm glad for them. Yet if I died, they wouldn't know what to say about me. They would have to sift through all my writings in order to understand, and still they wouldn't have the whole me. There are still a billion things I've seen and done that I haven't and never will write about. I think they should know this already, but they don't. Although I don't know anything about them either, so I'm just as equal to blame. But this is my journal and it's all about me. And I know sometimes it's about me too much. Sometimes I can talk movies and music with my dad. He reads about movies in the paper and Playboy, but rarely goes to see them. Most of his music is older stuff that I don't go for, but we do have a large common ground in that area. My brother and I talk movies and music occasionally as well. We are like fire and ice, though. He likes The Fast and the Furious, and I like Requiem for a Dream. I wish I could talk books and writings with them, but they don't read. I would love to talk about Selby and Kerouac. I know that I never will. I know that I never will because they are who they are. And for them to do things for me to be happy, they would not be themselves. 9:30 p.m. on a Friday night. The night I've been waiting for all week, and I feel like shit. I've been off work, showered, and ready to go out since 7 p.m. Waiting, always waiting. Fun times. I read more of Rollins and started to fall asleep. Not from the book. I hate this sometimes. No nights are ever just cool. It's all sitting and waiting. Waiting for Will to get home. Waiting for him to call. Waiting for Tim to call us back. This is something I noticed when I was 16, 17, 18. All of our high school weekends were spent waiting. Waiting for someone to get off work. To pick someone up. Find some beer. And all of that stupid shit. It has almost come to the point with alcohol that it is rare that we enjoy each other's company without it. It's sad. Really. We have to be drunk to enjoy one another. This is our life. And it's slowly being wasted by waiting for it to begin. I want so much for my life to be different. Even a tad bit enjoyable, but I ruin everything by thinking about it too much. All of my friends are getting together to have fun, and all I want to do is cry and yell. I feel so alone. All I want is to be held. I want a woman to hold me, touch me, tell me it's all going to be okay. I had that woman. I still fear what lies ahead of me and all of us. The greatest fear I have right now is for someone I know and love to become someone I knew and loved. Everything eventually fades away. Writing and thinking of this mentality helps me see why and how people can kill themselves. I never will. If I go insane by the time I'm 50, however, I wouldn't be surprised. Time to go join the repetition. Later. Went to Will's. It began the same, stayed the same, and ended the same. Not too long after I arrived, so did Marilyn and Morgan, which is fine. Marilyn was cheery and feeling good, and it was so great to see her. She, like always, was so amazingly beautiful. I love watching her move through the room and talking to everyone, all the guys I mean, and watching their smiles brighten. Except I like it more when she ends with me and we kiss and touch. Not having that is hard. I was pulled back at first. I sat on the love seat staring off into space and not wanting to be involved. I was on the outside and didn't want to be talked to. I wanted Marilyn to come to me and touch me and hold me. Since she couldn't and didn't, I only retreated more. If I had a shell, I would have hidden inside it. Will, Tim, Kirk, Luke, Derek, Morgan, Marilyn, Ginster, Kelly 2.0, Daniel, and myself were all of the people there. 11 people throughout the entire night. 9 at one time was the most. Ginster and I sat on the couch together after Marilyn left, and we flirted and talked. We were joking sexually. I asked her, if we were alone, do you think something would happen? Her answer was, probably. I can't let myself be alone with her, no matter how bad I want to. It just can't be done. I can't handle anything like that now. As much as I want and need Marilyn back, I know it would not be for the best. Not now. I'm delving too far into my darkness right now. I'm too far away for anyone to be with me for more than a night. And even if it was only for a night, it only put me further into my pain. Luke was being a drunk fool tonight. He drank the fucking place dry. At one point, we thought he was going to puke. He then started crying and having an anxiety attack, much like Derek a few years ago camping. It passed after a few minutes, and he tried to take another shot. We had to pry the shot out of his hands. Then Derek and Kelly 2.0 took him home. He puked out of the window of the car, I guess, on the way home. The anxiety attack, as far as we could tell, was stemming from not being around us or any of his friends for so long. I asked Derek about Erilyn, about the possibilities of him and her becoming an item. He thinks it is a good possibility. And don't think I'm jealous. I really am not. Erilyn. That girl has something about her. Something I can't describe. A strange attraction. As much as I love the night we shared, I hate myself more and more for it every day. I feel stupid for opening up and letting her in. I was a chump. A sucker. She acted like she really cared about me, like she really wanted to know. She wanted to know everything, and I told her everything. I exposed myself, which only opened an almost healed wound. As much as I want to be with her and know her, I don't know if I could take being around her anymore. She's a good person. I've just made things weird in my head. This is just more pain and punishment for things in the past. I hurt people and used people. Used their weakness to get away with it. Now I'm the one whose weakness was used and thrown back in my face. I will burn for this for a long time. All I want is to be with someone, loved. It is the one thing right now that'll kill me inside the most. I am stuck in an emotional limbo. No solutions. No choices. Choices? Give in and love and risk the pain? Shut out the love. Hide myself. Block everyone out and take that pain. Either way, I will hurt and be hurt. Quote, you're mucking with the G, you fucking tracer. Chasing Amy. Film. I would hate to think that all these questions of love and relationships is coming from a place of sexual frustration. I've not had sex in almost a month and a half, nor really done anything really intimate with anyone. A little, but nothing that was emotionally penetrating. In a good way. End quote. Now that, my friend, was a shared moment. Chasing Amy. Film.